Hey, welcome back to Fanaticalsiderider. Today I'm going to be doing my first ever shock adjustment on an ATV or side-by-side. I'm going to be doing a shock adjustment on my Cforce 500. I just shot a whole video for you guys and I forgot to turn my mic on. New equipment, right? I got this cordless mic, I got a gimbal for my phone, and it's just too much confusion for this old guy. So anyways, we're going to redo all this again, and I probably won't talk as much this time. So what I was saying on my previous attempt was I went riding the other day with my friend Don, and we had a darn good ride out in the snowy trails and everything. Had a blast out on the rail trails. We went past dark, got home about 7:30. The Cforce 500 handled amazing. This thing's a little beast. It's fast and it rides really well. It's reliable. I'm really enjoying the Cforce 500. So anyways, about halfway through the ride, Don says to me, you want to try out my Cforce? He has a 29 Cforce 500, but it's a 2-up model. And I said, sure, I'll try it out. He has about 18,000 kilometers on it. And so I took it for about 15 minutes. And wow, what a ride. Even an old machine like his with high mileage, and he rides it hard, it was comfortable. Like, I mean, amazing compared to this. Just like I was bragging on my dad's Cforce 400 touring, how amazing it was. So him and I were talking, I'm going to adjust the shocks all around on this Cforce 500. Now, the ride will never be as good as the longer base model, the touring model, but I think we can get some improvement out of it. So I'm going to adjust it. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do, and we're going to test it out. And I'll get back to you at the end of this video or maybe in a future video and let you know. Maybe I'll test it out for a week or so. I came out to install my plow blade on it, and I thought, you know what, let's adjust the shocks here while we're outside. We got a major winter storm coming. It just started, so I got to get ready for plowing later on this afternoon. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. So here's your basic shock that is on a Cforce 400, 500, I believe a 600. After that, I don't really know. I've never really paid much attention to it. But this shock here, you can see this part here, I'm going to just call this a ring, or like, I don't even know what this thing's called, but it's got adjustments on it here for your shocks. And right now it's at the highest setting. So that what it does is it compresses your spring, which will give you a stiffer ride, but it'll give you ride height. And I'm not too worried about ride height because I use this on the rail trail. I mean, you see me go to places like on my videos, I go to Nefton ATV trails, and it's very technical there, a lot of ruts and rocks and mud and sort of thing, but I would never take this ATV there. I mean, it would just be such a rough ride. I'd be wore out in no time. So basically, I don't ride this unless it's a decent trail, fairly smooth, not too rough. And I enjoy it that way. I got my side-by-side for the rough stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spanner wrench, and you should get a spanner wrench like this when you get your machine. If you don't, you could probably pick it up for a couple bucks. But anyways, on this ring here, it has grooves, and this fits in those grooves. So to turn this thing to the right, to get it to the second notch, I'm going to go, there's 3 notches here. I'm going to go aggressive, and I'm going to go up 2, because I think 1 won't even make a difference. So you just put your spanner wrench in that one of those grooves there, and you turn it to the right. What this will do is lower the spring by doing that, and it'll soften the ride, I hope, and it'll also drop the ride height probably about 1/2 an inch, I'm guessing, maybe only 1/4 of an inch. But like I said, I'm not too worried about that. I heard that if you adjust this ring all the way to total softness, you're only going to lose about 1 inch of ride height. That's not a big deal for the kind of riding I do. So I took the wheel off so you could see everything better, and it'll make it easier to adjust this too. So we'll see how it goes, and then I'll go around and do the other 3. Okay, so like I said, we're going to put the spanner wrench on here, and it hooks in there like that. And I got this pipe here I'm going to put on here for leverage. Of course, it's not going to fit. Okay, we'll see if I can do it by hand. No, it doesn't want to move. So I'm going to get something to put over here for leverage. Okay, so what I'm just going to use is the closed end of a wrench. put it on here for leverage. Here, we'll go like this. Hopefully this will work. It's a little stiff. And I'll hold this here so it doesn't slip on me or anything. There we go. So we got it one notch, and then it slipped. So we'll try it another notch. There we go. So hopefully you can see that. We moved it 2 notches, and the spring, you can see the spring dropped. So that is going to make it softer. So I'll go around and do the other ones. That was really easy. I just think I needed a little leverage because of sand and grit that's in here. All right, we had to take the rear wheel off to get to the rear shock, to get the spanner wrench on, because you got the upper control arm, got sway bar in the way. So what I did is I took the wheel off, and then I could fit my spanner wrench in here and leverage the wrench from over here. And basically, yeah, that's what I had to do. It's kind of a pain in the neck. So I'll put the wheel back on. I should grease up this fitting here while I'm here, and grease whatever fittings I have. And then what I'll do is take the other side off and adjust that shock as well. All right, I got all the shocks and springs adjusted, 2 notches each corner. And you know what? I just stepped on it here to try it out. Watch this. That's softer for sure. I wasn't able to do that so easily before. I'll show you the front as well. I wasn't able to do that before. So it definitely softened it up. Definitely going to have a different ride. I'm going to take it out and test it out around the house here, and I'll bring you along with me. So good. I'm feeling a difference. I mean, it's not a long wheelbase difference, but it is a difference for this little short wheelbase. We'll try it on this trail. It's pretty rough. Well guys, there's definitely a difference for the Cforce 500 short wheelbase. Definitely a difference. For what I got out of those 2 settings on each shock, I'm happy with it. This is going to be a game changer a little bit because it was so rigid before. Bouncy, hard. Now the seat here there's no give in this seat. Now if that was a better seat, better foam, it would really help out, but you know what? I'm pretty happy with it, and I think I'm glad I made this change. this snowstorm is something else. Looks like I'll be plowing this afternoon. So yeah, I'm happy with this experiment. That did make somewhat of a difference. Did I lose ride height? I can't see it. I doubt it. Even if I lost an inch, it wouldn't have mattered, but I bet you I only lost like 1/4 of an inch, if anything. I don't see it. That thing is not squatting at all. I'm really happy with this. I actually might even try the last setting on the spring settings to see if I can even get it a little bit softer. I'll try this one out maybe for, you know, a couple rides or maybe just one ride, and then we'll try it out. Now that I've moved that one that was stiff, I had to use the wrench for leverage. I think it'll move okay. But anyways, I got the Cforce all ready for snow, and we don't, well, I guess we have about 2 inches now, but it's wet and heavy, and it seems to be getting more mild out. Not so much snow, kind of like a wet snow. So I think I might plow very soon. I got to charge up my batteries on my camera, so I might plow very soon, and before it rains or something gets even more heavy. I put all my snow plowing videos on my other YouTube channel. It's called Getting It Done North of 7. I'll leave a link to that channel down below if you want to watch any snow plowing videos here with the Cforce. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope this helps you out if you have to do any spring adjustments on your Cforce. If it helped you out, hit the like button, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot.